Hey, it's Jacob back with another matchup video. I'm going to be showing off the Birdie versus Bison matchup. So, in season, it's not that much different from season 1 and season 2, just because Birdie still has a 4-frame, so you can still do the same setups from season 1. After the cycle axe for Bison, you can still do the same stuff. You know, jab still works. Because if I still try to press a button, I will get countered by Bison. So there are certain areas where you do have to use the light kick too as well. So, alright. Mainly, I feel like this matchup mainly comes down to who puts who down first. That's how I kind of view this matchup. In a sense, I feel like Bison does kind of excel that he has a 3-frame, so it really helps against some of Birdie's moves. Not everything, but some of it. Okay. So this is a good tool to use against Bison. Obviously, he can punish it. He has to use a very light punch. I believe he has to use crouching medium kick into scissor. It doesn't punish me, but it's his only kind of like pressure to get in on me. So if you space this out, you can't really punish it. Haven't really found anything that can punish it. I can test it out, but let me go over mainly what, you know, a lot of people kind of see or kind of have to deal with Bison, and most of Bison's gimmicks are easy ways to get in on you, how to eliminate them. Let me go over that first. Okay, so this move right here is very obnoxious, but there are ways to get through. Obviously, like you see there, the timing of when he's coming down is most time always gonna be the same, but he can gimmick you and wait so that if you try to enter his stomp, you might get hit. So I set him to just do a stomp. Oh. Okay, set him up just to do a stomp. I try to enter it. It will trade, okay. Yeah, I was showing season 2 if it will trade or not. So you have to basically just react. And if I whip and he goes for the... Let me do a delay version of it. He like kind of does a delay version. Then you kind of like have to press it again, basically, I believe. So you have to press it like 2 times. Yeah, so you kind of gotta mash. I mean, but it gets out of situation. And once you see the hit, then you could go back to pressuring Bison. I mean, some Bisons don't like being pressured. If you don't like being pressured, then I'm gonna tell you, you shouldn't play Bison. Just don't play Bison. If you don't like being pressured on wake up, or you're too afraid of being pressured, then you're gonna have a tough time defending with Bison, because you have to be really good at defense with Bison. He doesn't have any wake up options, so you kind of gotta hold a lot of pressure. You do have a 3-frame jab now, so it gets out of you know, +1s with 4-frame characters basically. That makes me go over the want to go over Birdie's heavy kick. So on block, it's the same concept with any person with 3-frame. On block it's 0, so I can't press the button. You could. So if I meaty, the most I get out of it is a trade. But if I don't meaty, then you'll interrupt me, and you could go for you know, counter hit combo. But for his cycle axe with Bison, you want to use the jab, because the jab in season 2 links into crouching medium punch if you catch Birdie trying to press a button in between. So you still want to stick to the jab against 4-frame. This goes for any 4-frame character. You want to stick to the jab for combo purposes, because standing jab links with crouching medium punch. You get either scissors or inferno out of it, and from there, you know, you go into V trigger, cancel, and more damage depending on the situation. So Birdie's jump is slow, but you can jump in on Bison because he does have a good poke against Bison. You have to be very reaction based. You can't stick a jab out to try to anti-air Birdie, because this kind of just eliminates any jab attempt to anti-air Birdie. You have to use crouching fierce or just dash out of it. And even dashing out takes a lot of just more of like a reaction. I mean, you can practice it enough so that you're used to dashing more over someone's jump. But I can't just catch a dash by doing the medium punch. If you try to dash away, I could just check you with the medium punch and chip you. Since Birdie's jumping medium punch is very like lengthy, so if you try to dash under, I'll just hit you. Okay, now that goes for most of the EX scissors you want to use against Birdie if you want to get in. That's more of his safer option to get in on Birdie, I believe, because Birdie cannot armor that because it's 2 hits, 2 fast hits. I would have to be in V trigger and armor with his bullhorn in V trigger to be able to take that out. So you can use that to pressure Birdie from mid screen to get the light kick, the 3-frame in for more pressure. So that's kind of why I feel like season 2 actually kind of is in favor of Bison, just because the fact that he has a 3-frame now really like just slows down Birdie a lot, and Birdie has to hold even more. But Birdie has the ability to armor Bison's Psycho Axe, so it's a very useful tool to use against Bisons who use Psycho Axe a lot. You want to be able to just armor that out of the way. Okay, and V-reversal is very useful. You want to V-reversal more against Bison. I think that's very helpful. You do want to be V-trigger, but I don't feel like you need it with Birdie because it doesn't really help you that much more. You do get a little more damage, but I feel like getting Bison off of you, since he's such a V-reversible character, you could just use that to get him off of you. Bison's heavy kick, standing heavy punch, scissors, Inferno. I mean, Inferno's punishable, so you want to punish that right away. Yeah, if he does Inferno, you could punish him. Usually with medium punch, bullhorn. You can punish. Bullhead. You can punish Bison's Inferno. If he goes for scissors, you can V-reverse. If you manage to block the Devil's Reverse on EX, you won't be able to push him away. He will be able to block it, and keep pressuring you. So you don't want to V-reverse that. You want to take that out before it comes out. You know, Bison can obviously set you up on your wake up with the EX reversal, but the EX Devil's Reverse, I guess you can use that on someone's meaty, on Birdie's meaty, so that he doesn't try to V-reversal and just has to hold a little bit more pressure. So that goes for without V-trigger. Now let me talk about Bison in V-trigger. Okay, first of all, if you guys didn't know, Bison had a little change with V-trigger, so he can link light kick into the scissors, and this is not plus anymore. So his EX stomp is not plus. It's not useful to use against Birdie. I think it's -2 now, so you don't want to risk that. You're mainly putting yourself in a bad situation. It's mainly good to use if someone with a projectile is throwing projectiles. You want to basically reversal them with the head stomp. That's mainly what it's used for. You can't use it to just automatically get in on your opponent anymore. It doesn't work anymore. So, okay, let me go over what Bisons do in V-trigger. So right away, if Bisons go for the dash up, crouching medium. Standing medium. Crouching medium. You can auto correct command grab Bison basically out of it. But oh no, wrong one. Autocorrect. I've done it before. You can autocorrect. Alright. Yeah, so if you can expect the Bison to do it, it completely just eliminates Bison's because usually it's not really safe to do, and you want to do a command grab because he can get it so a distance so that you're jab won't reach, but your command grab will. So go for a light command grab on the wake up. If Bison does do that. And do check for any overcommitting Bisons. Or neutral grab is kind of the universal thing to use for most of the characters. You could use that's pretty cool. Okay, you could just do that. Okay, Bison. But yeah, Birdie's neutral grab is pretty far, so you can use that to just automatically just kind of nullify Bison's attempt to do that. But command grab is a little further, so use command grab. Yeah, you can't check him out actually with the short. You can check him out with the short. But Bison can use a lighter attack if he's not mainly trying to. That's more of like an older just setup for Bison, the medium punch. If a smarter Bison would use lighter attacks to just stop you from trying to interrupt him. Or if you just want to get out of the situation completely, which is what I usually do in a match, that just limits everything. Just jump. Jumping Bison when he's trying to do it just completely takes away most of the stuff with Birdie, since his jumping medium punch is so useful. That just takes out most of his any gimmicky dash attempts. He has to just make the read that I'm gonna jump and just go for the jumping medium punches. Yeah, you have to make a read, but if you have a Bison that just tries to do that setup to you, you could just jump. And just, if he commits, you'll get a full punish off of it. So, yeah. That's kind of it for the V-trigger part. Another thing I want to explain that Bison's projectile, his only projectile, has different properties now than before. So it goes through Fang smoke. I'm not sure if it's projectile invincible. I doubt it, but it does go through Fang smoke. I'm not sure if it did before that. But it has some weird properties now, his EX ball, his projectile. Haven't really got into that, but obviously that's a good way to just get an easy pressure in Birdie. But I can obviously just chain through it, you know, if Bison does attempt to do that. Okay. That was different. Okay. Which one is it? Okay. It's not. Yeah, it's not. Okay. There we go. Okay. What the hell? So I have to hit you like, I have to hit Bison right when he's, okay. So it's pretty big hitbox for such a small looking projectile. Yeah, look how big the hitbox is. Jesus, if I stick out then I have to basically react, and that's very dangerous to do. Yeah, because if you risk trying to chain, obviously Bison cannot do that. And you can just jump and just punish you for trying to chain him to or just trying to read that he's gonna do the ball. So, oh yeah, let me check if it nullifies. Okay. Or obviously you can just do the simple thing that. Let me see if it. Oh, for real? Okay, it goes over. But at certain points, it's very dangerous to do as Birdie as well, because it does have a big hitbox. That projectile. I mean, it makes sense. This is only projectile, so it should have a big hitbox. But that's crazy. I believe that it can link into some weird stuff. You know, any of you lab Bison players, I'm not really a full-on Bison player. I do play Bison, but it's not my main. But any main Bison players, I believe you could get a lot of weird stuff off of that EX ball. It goes through Fang smoke, like the can does, so you can do some more research in the training lab for that stuff. But yeah, that kind of does it for the Bison matchup. I don't know if I'm missing anything. Mainly, oh yeah, the can with Birdie's can. Don't be surprised. Bison's walk speed is slow. but his jump speed is not slow.